bàyyi ndeer ñun godorong lañ benn yoon dañu buñ woowee rek jeex na xoos ñu génnee ñu moo ñu tax a dandu soo seen wax yi nii yóbbuwuñu fen moovut ñu because you know what gis nga ñun mii li ñuy wax kaay ma wax leen na fii ku nekk mun naa dóor denaam ne suma bàyyi lii suma bàyyi lii suma bàyyi lii waaye acca leen ñu put ñu ñun suñ bàyyi the product of our bàyyi fa la ñoo nattee ñun suñ bàyyi lan lañ fi def ak kan mooy suñ bàyyi man de man duma binda dara ba nit na ma dangaa fen oo waxuloo dëgga oo dema waxoon nga bulu tey nga ne reet ku ma wee di acca leen ñu challenge ko ku nekk na binda benn woot rek ñu xool parce que fii nit ñi ñu ngee gis ñu ngee dégga suñ bàyyi ñun ñoo mun a pukaroo suñ bàyyi ñun nuñ mel noonu mooy mun a woon suñ bàyyi lan lañ fi def ak nan lañ woon soo jaratul pour kenn wax kan la fi bàyyam moom an kan la fi bàyyam moomut ñi xool ñoom am nañ naka gis-gis te ñi dégga it am nañ déggin olof daf ne doon sa baay moo gën doon na sa baay doon sa baay moo gën doon na sa baay nañ ñu dimbale nag nañ ñu dimbale ñu toog waaye nag li gis nga su sega jaañ bàyyi li nga def ni yang maa reeloo waaye
nang ma dégg gis nii man yow ok I just wanna nokkil tuuti nga naan ndox ma comment foofu tuuti rek balaa juka di ñëw ok lu ma leen bëgg a wax mooy Gambia yéen a ngi seetaan
mu si palanteer bi man Ismaila mu ngi si palanteer bi Raccoon noo ko ooyee sa affiche
non ngi seetaan ñoom ñëpp a ngi seetaan right now ñëpp a ngi si palanteer bi waaw ba pare Omar Wali doo ko kool mun ngaa kool Omar Wali wala nga try noo ko dugalee ci afta waaw mais ma comment bi dama leen bugg a wax ne gis nga comme ni nga waxee ne bu kenn underestimate Barrow ak waxam noonu laa leen bugg a waxee ne li ma wax nii lu ma leer la lu ma am la bu kenn underestimate ñii nga xam ne tey préparé nañ pour indi ay armed robbers pour indi ay agresseur pour indi ay ñii pour ñu ñëw gis nga nee lu ko dal démba rek ñii dañ taget ay nit te ay criminal mun nañ leen a jëlee fu nekk pour ñu attaque ñii bàyyi leen si seen xel bu baax a baax man de man laa wax su neexee neene mu dinaay ko moo xam man xawma si dara suma affaire nekku si waaye li ma wax mooy neene bu deeyee bu ko dara jotee buñ ko ñoppatee Adama Barrow la te Ismaila Ceesay am na si loxo ak ñu leen wóor lu leer laa si am waaw nay leer rek ñoom Madi Jobaate ñi yëpp dañ leen planal ñoom ñëpp ak si liste bi because yéen a déranger ñi tey li nga wax fii tey Ismaila Ceesay xam nga ne du nelaw xaw ma passé kandiga Barrow du nelaw wala ñu eewu ak seben lal ñoom ñii ñëpp wala tool yi gis seen lal ba tooy ñu laajte ku seben suma jabara seben ndax maa seben lal bi ñii fu mu nekk ñoom ñëpp ak si palanteer bi di seetaan nee na démba dañ ko rob de pour wax leen diga ok
gis nga askan bi nañ xam ne fu mu nekk ni dañ tollu foo xam ne ñëpp a war a jóg ñëpp a war a farlu ñëpp a war a pare pour ñu régler suñ jëm kanam ak suñ ay doom ak suñ ay sët-sëtaat it's a must te time dafa jot pour ñu def loolu noonu time dafa jot pour ñu def loolu noonu gis nga olof lim dee wax ne su boppa tojee rek jàmbaar yaa jeex te dañ tollu foo xam ne understand nga waruñoo nangu loolu noonu waruñoo xaar bañ toj suñ boppay ñu ñàkk a doole time buñ mënee wax nañ leen wax time buñ mënee def nañ leen def fii fu mu nekk ni affaire bi hustling la is the easiest way to gain wealth is the easiest way to amass wealth du ne da nga xam du ne da nga mun understand nga na nga fexe nga fen beneen surux duga
waaw wala nga oppose comme man tey su ma neexoon ma oppose Barrow élégué ma dem koŋ
waaw
naka la
dañ laa jox place waaw
ñu jox la xaalis bu du jeex ba pare yow pour nga noppi loolu rek la but Joe Farms bala ma nga taag Omar Wali ñu seen na su duggee dinañ ko gis last time bi noonu lañ ko aadee woon defal turam bi comme ni ka dee taagee nit yi oo nit yi maam Lisa mun ngeen a try loolu ñu seen da Omar su duggee dinaa ko gis ma lii ko continuer
ba pare xam nga loo si xamul juka mooy xam nga ñii dañ pare pour sàcca élection bi ba pare moo tax Ismaila Ceesay dof ba bugga dee ñëw toog naan midi mel ni ku nekk Sénégal di jàng français xal ko ante xadi nga oytu sa caméra bi dégg nga mu ngi xaw a daf dee jóg xaw ma da yaa ngi koo yëg ñetti yoon mu ngi ekkate ko
I think yow yaa dee break Auntie Mariama bala leen ma ngeen taag Omar Wali ma seet
and on that because li buma dega non understand nga what a nonsensical statement, what an idiotic statement that is, to say ne 12 o'clock election day ñu pare ñom in this Gambia election musu ñoo call result 12 o'clock nit ñang ci line bi betay di vote. So now let's ask ourselves, if you believe that you just believe in the casting of the votes and the results being called, why are you predicting that by 12 o'clock barot dina pare ñom fan nga ko wéer lan nga nar
ignorant right
there is no single polling station we close at 12 o'clock in any way. The law says ne even to make ne can vote you have to wait until the time, whether it's 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock, before you close the polls. Just because they can make it in line, you close the poll. That doesn't happen anywhere. So what's the basis for that nonsensical, myopic, idiotic statement coming
he's
from
just stupid.
Omar try binal commental ma seet
it doesn't make any sense. So nit ñi ñoo wara am seetlu ñoo wara am déggin ñu wara bàyyi suñ xel. It's very, very important ñu bàyyi suñ xel. To all these statements that are being uttered, people need to be vigilant.
Yeah.
We need to be vigilant. Nan nit ñi xam ne understand nga hustlers yi nii they find their way into that room there. It's not for nobody else but themselves and their own families and their close associates. We don't have workers. Do ay liggéeykat de ay hustlers lañ am foofu noonu. They're all hustlers. That's what we have. The people that are there that are really earning a salary, it's a few. Waaye ñi ci des yépp seen salary lewut. Parce que liggéeyuñ ko. Alali askan de meager resources dañoo jël di ko spend di toppatoo seen soxlay te liggéeyuñ ko aanuñ ko. Buñ toog nag di foog ne ay nit lañ am foofu noonu parce que nit boo déggee ñu ne diw nit la dafa am lum àndal dafa am lum xam dafa am li muy def moo tax ñu ne ko diw nit la. ba pare nag boole
léegi mun
nit
naa
am yërmande.
sorry Nénes bala ma Fajaañ wàccal ma seen na dinaa mun a aat Omar léegi am na boti bu ma gis boo xam ne dina ma alaaw ma aat ko sorry Néné bala ma nga dog ok léegi continuer ma try continuer
ak loolu noonu yëpp war nga am yërmande pour askan bi ba pare di war nga am the God factor ragal yàlla di boole yàlla ci lépp li nga xam ne loolu nga nekk di def tanka loolu noonu yow doonoo nit te ñu bala ci ñoom man li may wax ay niti mbalañ fang rek lañ ay niti mbalañ fang rek lañ waxatuma ay jéegi porox walax yooyu toog foofu ne ñun la ñoo saaga yow ngay xasit di nga xas nit yow ngay mbalit
mu ne suñu tuddee daf ñuy glorify imaginal ñun ba ñuy glorify boobu yow de enoguloo sa omba bu oyof bi ñibi Gambia dégguloo ñu de
I'm just gonna chill for now before I lose it honestly because right now I feel so fired up. Unfortunately,
fire up, man.
Omar, finally we got you
Yeah.
on. Oh my God.
No, Omar.
Who consider themselves to be educated, they consider themselves to be exposed,
intellectual.
So it's unfortunate. You see, I think all of you, Nene, Duka, Hadija, Tukulor, everybody, almost all Gambians now, I think we shouldn't be surprised by the behavior of any person in that country. We have seen how, people sold their souls to the devil. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
This was a guy who was nowhere. Barrow was right when he said, "Where were you?" Parce que he was nowhere to be seen. Hamga all of you buñ demee bañ lewtu ak Yaya Jammeh when he realized that léegi moom is done, that was when he saw face and he came. He said Barrow is clueless. People then Kotachul, they clapped for him. He took that and he went and formed his party, whatever it is. Why hanga so selundewa for royal man kanyang so malolte kanyang nola. You know, there are two things here. Man, so man doctor. Yeah. I will not even join Barrow. I come like the way Tangara just was looking for job at the Commonwealth. You call Commonwealth a neo-colonial institution. You say the English language is a colonial relic. You did everything at the same time. If Barrow has no respect and regard for human rights and everything, there are people there. Those people, they have regard. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, let me come a moment. Okay, sorry.
Okay, I know. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. The kids come first. But Key, Omar, you can mute your mic. Omar, you can mute your mic so we don't hear the conversation. You can mute your mic, Omar. Hadi so buggee ñëw Hadi yaa ngi noppi soo buggee ñëw mun ngaa ñëw man neene mu jël break man tamit ma ñuy for 20 minutes yakal naa ko kinkili baabu tànga jër Ismaila Ceesay dafa yabaate suñu waxee mu mel ni carotte bu ndaw noonu suñu Omar mutal Omar suñu waxee mu mel ni carotte bu ndaw ndax am ñemewu ma ko drop di ba pare duma ko mun a ajaat di mais ni carotte bu ndaw si biir cin rek taxal nit ci ba bugga di ak sa ay cër yu gàtta ak sa everything lu gàtta yow da nga yabaate waaye Ismaila Ceesay ba pare nga dangaan da nga war a teg sa gémmiñ nga may askan bi jaama nga may ñu jaama ori Hadi sa degree boobu nga xam ne boo moytu Nigerian yàlla ko jëlal dama nga uyu xale yi TikTok ñoom ba du ñëw stress ñu ne ñoom xam nañ la Sweden ñu ne ñun ngaa jaay jànga ak ñun ngaa jaay intellectual ak xam dara gars yi ñu ne ñoom xam nañ la de xale yi booy si fële TikTok ñu ne xam nañ la bu baax Sweden dama nga uyu ñooñu bilaay sister ki carotte bu gàtt rek la moo nduroo carotte da nga soo demee si stoy carotte yu gën a ndaw soo jëndee baag bi bu gën a gàtt nga xam ne fii dafa ndaw fii ndaw Ismaila Ceesay loolu rek la ma saf loo ko bugg a aji waaye yow xeeb ko mu mel ni danki mbudaaki mu mel ni danki mbudaaki noonu buñ jël rek teg kii dafa yabaate yow a whole minister yow nga ne you are intellectual on a serious note yow nga ne you are an intellectual you are a minister yow liggéey nga si university you don't have any proper way to articulate yourself when you sit in front of a media. You are minister of information in a media because then add media sisa living bi sisa title bi okay. I mean the best thing you could do is nga compose nga conduct sa bopa nga jaay agenda boro bi. You cannot threaten anybody man juka mu ndaw mi sax mun naa taxaw one on one yow ma no xala bet yow ko mun a threaten biir Gambia yow Ismaila Ceesay ko mun a threaten biir Gambia miri yow ko may loolu la kii wax fii ñi nee ne loolu la fi wax léegi you are a whole minister yow do you understand what a minister is fan nga gis si out bi seen minister yi toog di wax nii di doo taabu yi naan if their mothers and their fathers own the country who talks like that xanaa turam sax du dee waxee noonu how stupid are you? You cannot even articulate yourself as Minister of Information. Lan mooy sa credentials pour nga nekk Minister of Information. You don't know the position mun la jox is a Minister of Dangam wala Garam Place wala vous toog di wax di def nii góor gu em yow lingaaral loolu jigéen ñi sax defatuñ ko di doo table yi di wax mais ni comme yow sa brain bi nekkut ak yow.
Okay, no problem.
Yo, you probably thought we would never hear this. This is what I'm saying. You guys go to Gambia. Omar, conversation. This is what they do. They go to Gambia. You them see come like media houses yundawi, radio station yundawi. di dangam fofu motax say bo démé si Peter Gomez mu ruslo la fofu si plateforme am bi you cannot even articulate yourself yow lan motax nit ñi wara votal Barrow nga tok di impose Barrow ci kaw nit ñi di forcer nit ñi di saga nit ñi di ne yow da nga xass nit yow foko ko fi mëna xass dina xaste yo you are the lowest bunch in the Gambia. Yo, without Barrow, you are nobody. When Barrow leaves, people will look at you as dirt, as a scum. Yo, Ismaila Ceesay. Yo, you are a disgrace to your entire generation and your entire family. Yo, Ismaila Ceesay. Because you said something and then less than few years later, you nobody has respect for you. Nobody likes you. The only people, like I told Sabali, even Barrow doesn't like your asses. Barrow is only using you guys. Dama follow the same process rek. Yen do len dara. Yen ta Africa mu halako. Yen ta Gambia mu halako. Yen sen masi. Yen daan jaay jël slave di len jaay sen masi. Because all you care about is money. You don't care kan nga lor, kan nga gañ, kan nga naharal. All you care about is your pocket and money. The money that you couldn't get the entire time you were in Europe. Dem neka nga fu neka ci biir Europe bi. Neka nga Angleterre, neka nga Norway, neka nga Sweden. Ba légui mënuloo dajale alal bu la doy. Nga dem jébalu sa bopp ci Adama Barrow. Légui yow nga ne tay di nga ñëw di ñu saaga ñun di ñu xass ñun ñi nga xam ne ñoo tax sa godfather bi Barrow mu toog foofu noonu yow nga toog fa mun a nekk ministre di kangu si moto yi ñu laa yóbbu di la wàcce ñun ñoo tax diaspora bi ñun ñoo tax billahi wal kitaabi Gambia def nañ lu bari de waaye without the diaspora 2016 Adama Barrow du fa doon toog fa la ñu jëlee xaalis bi da ngeen fàtte oncle OJ daf ñu waxoon ne amuñ xaalis fa la ñoo campagne fa la ñoo jëlee xaalis fa lañ campagne may wax ngay toog foofu noonu Adama Barrow godfather Adama Barrow mu toog foofu di waay ñambaas di wax ne moom moo génnee xaalisam yow nga xam ne Ibrahima Diba wax nañu fii nii yow su la waree yónnee xaalis bi mu ne la weekend moo jot munu koo yónnee jënal gaz sax yow Adama Barrow dangaa call kii the whole weekend di ko laaj xaalis si gaz bi mu ne la xaaral ba mu ndee gital nga ma may ma jàmm yéen na ngeen fàtte ñun fàtte wuñ history de yaagut sax 8 years ago la yaagut we can remind each one of you guys yéen da ngeen ñàkk ngor yéen a bon yéen a xalaku si askan bi yéen a bon be bon si seen njaboot sax parce que li ngeen a def ni yëpp dafa topp seen njaboot billahi wal kitaabe li ngeen a def ni yëpp si askan bi dafa topp seen njaboot yéen a bon yéen a xalaku vampire yi ngeen doon ngeen foog ne di ngeen mën a ñëw ngeen baamal askan bi waaye ñun ñu ngi fi toog ñu ngi am xel comme yéen wala ñu ëppaleen xel sax yéen ñoo leen ëpp xel sax da ngeen bon ngeen ne ngeen mbaamal askan mi ñun ñu toog fii taka suñ loxo yi di ko seetaan ba pare ngeen ne doo leen ko dégga fii dégga benn la fi de dégga du ñaar du ñetta benn la wiiri jaay ndaat di nga ñëwaat si dégga bi kenn mënu fee tuuti si biré ni kenn benn ñaari dégga am si àdduna benn dégga moo am si àdduna bi luy dégga ñëpp xam nañ ko luy fen ñëpp xam nañ ko luy ñambaas ñëpp xam nañ ko dëkk bi su fekkee nekk di dem ko rek ñëpp xam nañ ko xanaa ñiy dof lu rek di jéem a àndaa Barrow because ñëw ngeen fii def ngeen ba soona mënu la ñoo tekki ngeen ne yéen a ngeen dem borom ëmba yu oyof fi ngeen doon boo leen ñemee Gambie tam lépp loo lañ fa ut xoola 2026 new government su ñëwee yëpp la ñoo génnee seen loxo ba mu set wecc di ngeen ñu delloo suñu alali askan bi ngeen ñefu fële dem ngeen liggéey comme ni seen morom yi di liggéey ji bugga ngeen lu yomba torop bugga ngeen lu yomba torop man xawma yéen lan mooy seen problème nonsense bi dafa doy comme ni nee wax nonsense bi dafa doy bu leen ñu yab kana mool yab Ismaila Ceesay kana mool yab ni nga ko puut bi nga doon small little carrot ñu yab waay yow
waxlo Ida Sorom
non Ida Sorom kenn ko moom dañ ko copyright on dañ ko paate xam nga luy paate moom Ismaila Ceesay beneen dañ koy isi ñi lañ yebaate waay bu nga yeb askan bi bu nga mbaamal askan bi te ñun li ngeen a def yëpp xam nañ ko suba ba ngoon jot man I don't understand you people how do you guys think we are really that stupid like do you guys really think that ñun ñun we are that stupid xanaa léegi soo la ñemee si village bi sax ngeen dem fekk fa suma bàjjen di ko jéem a nax dina xam ne yéen a ko bugg a nax ah Ismaila Ceesay nga sol su toog si askan bi ne yaa ngee wax nonsense gibberish xaar leen ma seet Omar Wali suma la munta isi tey dinaa am lu ma métti de xaaral ma seet nekkul di wane sa tur bi comme ni mu ko wanee woon vidéo bi xaar leen ma seet ñi dañ yabaate na xadi jëlal wala neene man ma jëlagum break ma seet naka lay digale am Omar Wali balaa ñu tëj fii nii ñi dañ yabaate waaye dootu ko defati dafa foogoon ne daf ñu doon jëw noonu si plateforme bu man góoma ne Ismaila Ceesay xalaatoon na ñun dinañ dégg a wax bi billaay wal kitaabi there's no way in the world Ismaila Ceesay mu believe ne ñun dinañ dégg a wax boobu noonu because loolu may sense lim def but again this is what they do Omar gisuma video bi si sa side si sa lii de xanaa nga génn nga dugaat ñu seet ñi de ñeebaate yow sa gaat faada boobu nga xam ne toolee bu mu doon nee na jël leen Omar génnal nga trayaat ñu seet
dafa mel ni xanaa xadi dafa nelaw
xaaral ma tàggaat Omar seet xaaral ma tàggaat Omar xaaral
Hadi, are you sleeping?
Tàggatal leen ma Omar génnal ñu tàggaat la ñu seet na dina nangu loolu ci Facebook bi tamit dafa inhale exhale ñi dañ buga
ok maam Lisa xaaral ma drop nga egg si nga wax ma wàccaatin waaye
ok xaaral ma seet Omar baalal ma nga dugaat ñu seet tag leen Omar ngir yàlla anti tukulu baal ma tàggal ma Omar ñu seet na dina su duggee vidéo bi dina génn si koona bi because noonu rek laa ko mun a aadee this is so weird man suñu buggee suñu waree aj nit nii mënuma ko aj daf ma dee stress
ana maam Lisa mu ngi dégg
waaw foog naa maam Lisa mu ngi si ron mu ngi dégg
Omar Wali mu ngi text de
dafa bindaat na si ron
waaw mu ngi
ok léegi mun naa laa isi Omar léegi mun naa laa isi gis naa sa nataal bi mu ngi am vidéo bi foog naa léegi loolu mooy wax bi dañ la war a tag ten soo ñëwee léegi may leen ma click ko ok léegi dina dugga ok thank God ok very good léegi
I have to leave the house, man.
I know, don't worry. The kids that's why.
Yeah. So Luma don't know more, you know, Ismaila Ceesay is these are the people they form a political party because they think they want to be president. They have presidential ambition. But these are the same people who ditch their political ambition because of a ministerial position. Ismaila is in Barros. Hamga dafa buga nekam foreign minister. You know that because Tangara, like I said, these were people who insulted and they pull out of Commonwealth. Now you want to go back to Commonwealth, and those people are not stupid. They will not allow somebody after all what you said, colonial institution, English language is a colonial relic, and so on. Things change. We saw how these people back way. They never even make an effort to negotiate with these people. We know Europe has a skill gaps, but they're going to TRRC, the Mali, to discuss about extradition of one of Jammeh's critics.
Mom Tangara.
Yeah, the effort that was put in that one, if that effort was put in negotiating with EU leaders, all of these young people will not come back home. Why? Coming back to Dr. Ceesay, imagine someone who cannot even pass basic entrance requirement of the IEC just to get a requirement, basic one. So what do you expect from that guy? No, basic. That's something as that 200 from Banjul somewhere. You cannot even meet the requirement. You're not going to president. You're telling Barrow to go for three times. Your fan, where does your fate lie? Our people sometimes you wonder, they don't think Barrow he can kick him out of the cabinet. Where is he going? So sometimes you see that sometimes you hear this conversation, Pai den Kodewa, Janga Katinyo fail Gambia, and they are right. Okay? Sometimes you wonder, they say deka bi duñ ko jox xale come like a young person. Sometimes you think there's no sense in their argument, but look at the behavior of some of these young people in this country. But also, where does your political future lies? Sen Moromi, Senegal, they did so many other things. Sen Moromi, Uganda, and many other countries in Africa. They were able to effect changes.
Yeah.
But these are people who cannot even stand on their own. All what they can do is to hang on to someone because, number one, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in what they are doing. All what they do, they hold small opportunity and capitalize on that one and want to make a headway. Along the way, they will get stuck. But like I said last time, the blame goes to the opposition in Gambia. Sometimes you wonder whether we have any in that country.
But before you go there, Omar, quickly, Libya, supposedly, not Libya, Lebanon, supposedly there's or even a Gambian lady that died or that got killed, right? I think I saw it on WhatsApp Gambia or something, right? But right, but the government is still not doing anything with all the Gambians that are there. We already saw kii naxatula ñoom Jomaay ak Sonko they sent up dañ ñëw foofu plane gars yi jël seen askan bi yëpp génnee leen foofu noonu ñun Gambia amuñ dëkka Omar you could come in. I mean it's just sad.
You know, because of the, even Kenya did that. Even Mohammed, they entered in Lebanon illegally. You know what Kenyan government said? We just need you to get identification or just get access to the embassy in Lebanon. We will try and get you out of the country. But the government doesn't care about anybody. That's why the blame always go to the opposition because they don't care. You see, 7 people died. They were electrocuted. Nobody's still talking about that. Lulu, that thing is just dying down like parce que ñoom joguñ fenn. They are nobody. No disrespect to the why. Imagine they are from a influential, so-called influential families or well-known people. The noise wouldn't be like this. They will be all over shouting on the internet.
It'll continue.
The opposition is one thing, but you look at the civil society in that country too. Sometimes you wonder, is it only 1 or 2 people in that country? Where are those people as well? Yeah. So one individual, no safety, no regard for human life, no value. People die. Just take 100 and 150,000 Jokos and family. Let's just ndogali like I said last time. These are things that are not ordained by God. So Ismaila, we have to put him in his tracks. Ala kulubali ala tambita. That is the bottom line. He cannot sit and insult the whole country. That country belongs to all of us. People can argue, we can have a difference, we can have a discussion. Why? Look at the behavior of some of these people. Most young people, you are a lecturer at the university. These are the people who are supposed to change the mindset of our young people. But it's like they are wearing blinkers. They cannot even see the other side of the road. So what type of product are they graduating from a higher learning institution, sir? Nene is here. Nene, I don't know whether you are still there or you left, but your party, even because of Ismaila, the party is is standing on steady legs.
Omar, what an insult! You asking me, are you still there or you left? What an insult! Omar.
When Nene left, that's when CA Kalabalaba.
I remember something like, because when that WhatsApp saga and so many other things came up. Yeah, why Ismaila jantaka follow na fokuma janta follow.
And what do you have to and what do you have to say with Barrow saying he's going to stay, and when he's done, his kids are going to take over, and then after his grandkids? I mean, do you think this is something that we all should take seriously, or it's just mere words and that's it?
No, we should. You don't take anything for granted here, okay? We know the common adepts. This man cannot even pass 2026. If people put their house in order.
You
right?
said if we put our house in order.
Yeah.
Right.
Because no everybody in that country knows that country is, people are not surviving in that, they are just existing. Though they have
again Senegal, Gambia, ngadem Senegal, you see how life is there and how life. Imagine we call ourselves an independent country. Kurambu correct, we cannot even have it. Water is a problem. So I'm a motorcycle. You cannot go because the roads are bad. Like I once said, traveling in Gambia during the rainy season is like traveling to India during the colonial period. So Baro the power I'm gonna see Bokuma Kolof. Because this was a guy who just made every pronouncement of things. I will do this, I will do that, I will man Mandama Doilu. You remember all those things. So Sutoge fi mom defa mom amul dole. Baro lota jan parliamentary election ama we know. Niti Baro in a million years he cannot be president. People have to because he doesn't even have the brain to sit and even write a manifesto for a political party. Why people with sense and brain came together and put those things and put him forward. So mom dafa talk fi mom re gaynde lo la ko do wala mané ko ne yo ngane da nga re gaynde mu fa yo da nga daw dem Mali. Yeah.
And speaking of the things he says, right? Yeah. He recently also said Mom Adama Barrow mu ne dafa build a 14-bedroom house for his own mother back in 2007, I believe. Bim lose that election bit mom ak Mama Kandeh foog na deputy lañ doon dem or whatever. So mu ne dafa bilal mom on yaayam a 14-bedroom house in Mankamakunda. Have you heard of this before? Do you know if
hanga man bolon ko la jogi, right?
Suka mema Omar ibe nyadi jandi ibe dunnan sobang albe moika nko ako I 5 le bill before
Sorry.
So, yeah, but I think you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can
hear
you.
We can hear you. Why Juka Omar ako I bunlule bill 2007 kabringa tata dipite yala fo aboita Mama Kandeh bulu.
Yeah.
Kabringa buta ya bama samba meka. Kabringa bama buta na meka ay 14 bedrooms bill iya. Ako ay bitiko dada pur ako toke. Nin karo fata. Nin joro sita ako toke la kata aya dunde ala posoto. Ako manka mankunda video bijanne de amanke ko molle ba fula ko buka ba kilena ako so ako ate mu kudu tiyo letuno na keta nun ko aketa dipiteti iba fula ko woko do mo dipite ko do leti aya ba ma samba maka foka pare ay 19 rooms bill because near 5 bill ye 14 lakang amanke 19.
That's right.
So navite nyinin kala fa fenkilin na because video do bijang 3 villages ya wole la nyola
hadi bay ko mu wasi bi ba pare
wa okay na nyinto ngami after
ko gaay buñ faté first question
I'll just quote that you remember that lady called Binamaro, right? You know Binamaro was with them when they were campaigning 2016. So Binapong Memfo, Mama Kanyola Korda is right on the highway. You know it is. So I Memfo is not true. Bina Memfo, Samanda, Danga Tela Jonga Sangu, so Sangu Te, and Nima will June, come Niba Jonko Romol Nyabejalan. You know what we call Santi towns and slums. You know how they build those things? Either ising of a banda or certain part, you have to throw a certain clothes, certain part so that you found on top of the fence so that multi
wow.
Gis nañ Baro fi demba du kare multi handi
wallahi multi handi Baro
he's just making unnecessary but you see this man knows that if he engage Gambians on a serious debate we will wrestle him down.
Yeah,
that's why he will go to provinces and start saying all these lies and so on. Gambia has more problems than you building. So many people build mansion for their mothers. People build mansion for their wives and so on. Emperor in India built Taj Mahal for his girl, for his wife. That building is still there, almost 600 years ago. Taj Mahal
was not built for tourists, but it's for somebody. So we saw you yesterday. So why are you coming today and saying all these things? Our people are stuck in Libya. Lebanon. You don't even think cabinet did not even have an emergency meeting to see how they can bring those people
Ismaila
back.
Ceesay said he didn't hear about it. The person that died in Lebanon.
Let me be rude to him. These are the people they know. Whatever happens in this country, handing bed down Jolonte Kalamutal. Abe Fadial. Yalo Ismaila Malibali Yala Damura Silam. I don't know kono fata taxpayers money wale ba kunna. Ikata si ikabula banko bele be mula alfal min be banko bele because of me ministerial position. Wallahi. Mol jele many alon ko ye fam fa baro la muna kela bi. He kick them out of the government. Ismaila doesn't have that cloud. Not def dankan. Dunia man ni see. There is going to be guys after Barrow's presidency. There is Niabota ni Mansa Kunda. He's going back to the public. He's going to face people. So all what they are saying, 14 bedroom, me I did not see. Me, I'm a man bolon kono la jogi.
Wow. You're so, 14 mansion bedroom be there.
Hey, I know what the thing is. You know, I work as a journalist. I'm always in the provinces, so I know what is what. This man, when he took over, that was when they built all those places for him. In
Bankamakunda.
Yeah. So, but people from this kind of backgrounds, when they come, the same thing with Jammeh. He tried to make himself as somebody.
And it's not even necessary.
Yeah. Look, we have problems to focus in that country. You will never see a national discussion to say, okay, this is it. Okay, our people, Libya, every country is, sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about Libya.
No, because we've been talking about Libya for a while.
Yeah, every country is thinking how to get their people out of this place. You know how many countries, even Europeans, they send chartered flights. If you cannot send chartered flights, work with the embassies and
or Senegal. Work with Senegal. Senegal did it.
Yeah, exactly. Kenya, the same thing. Like I said, Kenya took their people out. I was listening to BBC these days. Sierra Leone also is doing the same thing. But you will never see new discourse on something like that. Yodanga Musa Dega Baro even talk about the death of those 7 people. This is a tragedy by Gambian standard. It's a disaster. 7 people died one day. He never even mentioned that. So this man doesn't care about anybody.
7 working men. 7 working men, you know?
Yeah.
For their families.
So because there is nobody who's going to hold him accountable. Like I said, Madi and few of you are the ones holding that country at bay. When you talk about near of oppositional man, instead of a civil society, because they are compromised. You don't have a genuine civil society in that country. Because Imala Alala, they think it's a labalo baby Baro or Baro is the one who's Baro is not giving Amabono Fankata Bonola Mokang. He's not giving you oxygen. You cannot hide behind activism or how do you call this? Like civil society to make money. You have to get out of that way and let genuine people take a lead and hold the government accountable.
Madis, not to cut you off, Madis organization was just recently formed. And he even wrote a press statement on this issue. Why, what is it called? The Gambia Commission. What is it called again? The Gambia Human Rights Commission.
NASA Human Rights Commission.
Wow. They haven't said anything.
I don't know. It's just a disappointment.
When was the last time they said something about the things that Barrow says or the things that are happening in the country that we are bringing up to the forefront?
So you see, it's not only about when police beat someone, brutalize someone. That's when you should come with a statement and say, we condemn this in totality. We're supposed to go beyond that.
Yeah.
Gambia is a failed state. Whether you like it or not, it's a failed state.
I believe you.
You know, when you are in that country, you think you are in the best country in the world. Though they have Benga dem Karang, Ila Karang, the border village. That Karang, you know, roads are even better than in the cities in the Gambia. So, Harriet, what is your next question?
Yeah, the last question, Hadi, Monica Aferi Libite
voters card. Wow.
Gatal go correct because
wow. Village Sabalem, you will la nyokang. Be bohol singolaje.
Yeah.
So tabri tata ibe halfway. So ita tanjim village sabo kono iko nime la voters kato hand over ita laban.
Okay.
So they are collecting people voters card to build them a borehole. If they don't give their voters card to them, they will not continue the borehole.
Okay. So let me in 2003. Swing deka yala watal do na saro watal do mandi. So we have this borehole mengalong it cannot serve the whole village. So they decided to dig a borehole that will serve the whole entire village. Imagine, like it's a huge one. They lay down pipes everywhere. The only thing put new fix for more to come and fix the solar and so on, because at the time they don't even have electricity. Jamme the photo mune sunga I opposition and they caught that one. So when they came and said, you people don't like, that petty things, you don't like us. So but we are paying tax of Basel Area Council and so on. So should we be conditioned to support you when our money is going? Because a canal in a village and say every compound Alcalo must collect something, and that thing's supposed to go somewhere. So I think Barrow is playing from Jammeh's playbook. When people say this, we don't take it seriously, but that's what he is doing. He is compelling people to say, okay, if you don't do this, I will not give you this. It is the responsibility of the government to provide electricity, water, and road. Why the father tromone ntele silo dale? Nisi hani 1 meter at bill no la fongwe. But because you are presiding over a government, that's why you have those opportunities to do all those. Those people don't need to go to government and say, we need water. There are supposed to be a need assessment in every village, in every town, and so on, to know what they need. We do the need assessment. There can be, it's a Nyari Kerala, they need water, they need electricity. Okay, you provide borehole for them, that will serve their needs. If they need school or they need renovation, you fix those things for them. But someone told me something, that's what I believe in. They are preparing for 2026 because what they did in 2021, they brought people outside of the country to come and vote for them. But now those people are disconnected. They don't have the data for them. Because all what they care, imagine how Barrow performed in presidential election. And he ended up performing decimally in a parliamentary election. I work with a lady, Kohamad, them in a salon in the Gambia. And these are Sierra Leonean girls, salon. She was sitting there, those girls were saying, they were disappointed. This was immediately after the presidential election.
2021.
Yeah. Parce que then from the voters card, automatically they will have the Gambian voters card and they will not be paying that alien card and so on. While Luma Dega, what she told me was, after the presidential election, they don't care about them anymore. You know how Jammeh used to do these things? He will do it in a civilized way. Villages know Hamme, you don't expect. You guys is from Serakunda. You don't know people from Kubune. But you know how Jammeh also got exposed? Imagine some Omar Wali from Gambia. So of them board. Do I have to go to Independence Stadium and spend the night there? No. But people will come outside of the board and come and stay in a hostel. And hostel,
like in Senegal.
Yeah. So you remember then Majanko Samosa during the parliamentary election, because people were crossing the border, and even certain part of Jara. You see, if there is a decent politics in Gambia, in a competitive politics, Barrow is Dara. But he has a very dodgy people around him. These are the things they can do. But like I said, this is a life and death for Gambians.
Yeah.
You see, 2016 was life and death. Parce que you are going to be affected by Jammeh in one way or the other. If you I don't care. And the issue he's trying to play, this tribal issue is not going to work.
It's not.
Yeah. Look, show them and see, they don't ask you whether you're Wolof or Manjako or Mandinka.
They don't care.
All the Malo Binga agenda, that's what he's supposed to start buying, right? Essence Binga agenda, the same thing. Electricity, the same thing. So used to think someone was telling me, a Senegalese colleague was telling me, these some people were able to reduce the price of rice almost 2 or 3 times since they took over. Gambia is a country, when things go up, they don't come down. So you see the challenges we have.
Yeah.
So, but Ismaila, Ceesay and others, instead of engaging on issues like that, look, it's easier for you to get a bag of rice for your people. But there are other people who cannot afford that. We are all from humble backgrounds. Nobody is a millionaire in that country. We are all from humble backgrounds. If your father is not a farmer, is a petty trader, or is a civil servant, we know they don't make money. So when you talk to people, this is our country, we are in trouble, let's fix it. They said, no, you don't like Barrow. You don't have to like him. We want a system that everybody can enjoy. For almost 1 year. Sometimes you talk to people in Gambia, they said, Kuram be damn 3-4 times.
Yeah.
No, Amut. So you call that a country? Even I will rather live in my village. I will have a decent living there than living in the city.
Because with all the expenses there in the city.
Hamnane Sun Tenbi is going to work. Sun Boholbi is going to work. And the solar is, at least you have a decent living. And some of them say for Aman. But people cannot. And you know, urban poverty is worse than a rural one. You have to think about all these things. You look at, like someone said, people pretending to be working in that country and government is pretending to be paying them. The living standard of Gambians are bad. It's bad.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you something. I know you have to go. Let me ask you something. Do you think that Gambians should allow Barrow to go for a third term?
Barrow should not even if from Nekanisa, he should not even have won 2021. Why? But I've seen so much regrets. Even those who are singing, clapping, and voted for him, those are the people who turn against him. Those are the biggest critics now. But even Halebujudote, so Barrow cannot do anything. He cannot deliver.
No.
Somebody who cannot read ordinary statement. What can that man is not a thinker. He cannot think.
No.
But you know why some people are hanging? There are people in that country. They can only be in government under Barrow because they are all the same. And there are some selfish people. Because of the broken system they have, they can make millions and millions out of a government because everybody is stealing. People have squandered government funds. Barrow doesn't care. You take small $10 from Barrow, he will take you to court. So that is it. He's supposed not to be given any mandate in 2026. Because why should Barrow, any sensible person, vote for Barrow? What is he going to offer you when the country is still stuck?
Backwards.
Yeah. Kurambi. He could not even mention surplus. The next now he claims that the country has enough electricity that they are not even using, but people are still struggling. You will never see this man engage in a dialogue that will steer the country in a proper way.
Nothing of substance.
No.
For governance.
So therefore, Hamud one thing. Therefore, those people in the village there, they are important, but there are other thousands of people also in this part of the country who also are important, and they are listening. Because Yonganekasi village, you think you can go and spare all those? I think one thing we should start doing now, we should start fact-checking Barrow, and this is a good thing. Yeah. He cannot come and lie to us when the country is giving him everything for free, and our lives are not improving.
No.
It's so unfortunate that we have such a person.
Very sad. Thank you so much, Omar. Thank you so much. I know you gotta go.
Yeah.
But we will keep fighting the fight, and hopefully, eventually, inshallah, 2026, Askanbi, they're not gonna allow him to go for a third time, because that's why we got rid of Jammeh. Those were one of the reasons we got rid of Jammeh. You know.
But madam, just take an example of Trump when he came 2016. He was misinforming, lying, saying the same thing in America. People believe him. But by 2020, the debate on ABC, a whole team sat down. They were fact-checking the guy.
Yeah.
You said they're eating this. That is not true. They said this. That is not true. He lost the argument. Why younger talking? And I think we're supposed to stop taking things for granted. No.
I know. That's the point I was bringing up earlier, right?
Fateko, no, because he's going to.
He's the president.
He's a bully pulpit. He has a platform to talk to people. And when he's spreading this information, somebody has to say, no, it's this way. So Fateko and Jaruko is going to take us back. We have to keep an eye on him and make sure that he's on the right track.
Yeah. We cannot underestimate him, that's for sure. Because so much. We'll see you next time, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar. Baraka baba, baraka.
ñu wax Omar jërëjëf foofu ñu may sool moom tamit mu joxe kàddoom foofu den ñu ñëw tëj hopefully sool bismillah su ko defee ñu mën a tëj
you can nuyu naa leen yaa ngi maa dégg
fay nañ la welcome
so
Jalik
dama miss programme bi nag because tey moom xam naa yéen a ngi bi nga wax ne yéen a ngi waaj a jeexal noonu yàlla def ngeen a try Omar mu ñëw so waaye keroog maa ngi déglu seen YouTube programme vidéo la o aussi doon audio fii docteur J ñëwee ngeen doon wax affaire yi health care system bi juga man loolu moom definitely you know what happened to me that day because si suba fekk maa ngi dem liggéey démb la woon si suba sax ci laa ko doon déglu but something hit me that has never hit me in the issue of Gambia but léegi I feel embarrassed and ashamed to even talk about my country because I'm not in English. In Gambia, they might go and check it out and find out what is Mr. Baji talking about. What kind of country is this? And I used to be so proud of my country. 2017, one move in Maryland. All I did was talk about how we changed our country from a dictatorship. There was no killing. We were civilized. We lifted our heads up. We took care of business. We knew not tech for it for digaane yàlla léegi nit ñi ñëpp foog naa ñu ngi realize ne dafa yeesaay boo xam ne I mean it's unbelievable we lost those 7 nawet employees and kids are dying on the bad way every day ñu ngi am incidents yu happen outside of the country boo xam ne Gambians yi at least at a minimum the president should come out and talk about his disdain and then maybe appeal to the citizens ne leen mbir mi daal definitely diis nañu métti nañu comme Jomaay président Jomaay Faye nga xam ne lu xew dina jóg taxaw nekk with his people su ko defee mu won leen ne at least su fekkee ne mënuñoo solve problem bi immediately but at least they're trying I mean the guy does not have the balls maa ngi jégalu de because suma morom la ma dama borom ma ragaluma ko he does not have the BALLS pour taxaw ne dama jàkkaarloo suma nditi réew mi wax leen lan mooy problème bi ak lan la ñoo def pour saafara problème people are suffering in that country. You don't get what healthcare. Edward Francis Small. Man suma have a family these grandkids. You know want them petition the courts. You know send papa, send mom, send mama to mom to from this Edward Francis Small. Because Turam is so recognized, such a high caliber person but how the health in you. Turambi. You go associate with a hospital, they don't have water, and women are dying there, Juka. Hospital this morning. You are a victim of it. Man, 3 of my Smanyari got a yet Ghanaian hospital. I still don't know more than they. I don't know what killed them. Okay, can we have a country and we don't know what's killing them? Tell Dr. J. You have people, cousin. Muma send a picture and you get one and a kill, banana tree, so called doge, not me ko use to solve some kind of diabetes, so I don't know what I wanted to use the HECK, but I'm sorry. But what are we thinking about, Juka? Why are we talking about bringing all of these things? It is not scientifically tested. There is no lab to test these things. You believe in a little more fact. They should mean in their numbers more than Europe. As if then from the Tubadium, and Yalamoy and Meta. They're human beings like you and I, Juka. They spend time studying what is happening. Said one more favor. New easy solutions to fight this faction. But why are we still going back to this Neanderthal lifestyle? I mean, it just hit me so bad yesterday. You know, Hadiwa, and then Dr. J, when she came, she just nailed it. It's like the family dafa am luñu dal. You can see it. Gambia 2022. My drive to the RVH hospital, I'm not going to call it Edward Francis Mall anymore. Out of respect for this man, my drive towards the RVH hospital, ñu wax ma ne container yooyu noonu nekk foofu noonu they have dead bodies from time Yaya Jammeh. So
I know.
200, I don't know how many, those dead bodies are dead, decaying. Te ñun ñu wax suñu bopp ay jullit. I think we don't know how to solve that problem, Juka. Can we just give a solution balaa ma leen a bàyyi? All you gotta do is Adama Barrow su jëloon tey 10 million sax du ko mut sax $4 million sax du ko mut. Bring forensics experts ñu ñëw foofu noonu jël DNA all of these victims ñu jël ko dugal ko in a lab save it while they investigate ñu dem ñu suul nit ñi fi ñu war a suul jégal leen seen borom and then we can figure out who they are but mënuñoo xalaat loolu sax they can't even fix the traffic problems yi nga xam mu nekk Banjul nga xam ne you can do a one-way traffic at a certain time of the suba na moto yëpp ñuy jaar ñuy dem Banjul they dem go take all of the highways ñu dem Banjul you see that in LA you see that in every place for them ci suba su nit ñi di dem fan mooy priority bi Banjul nit ñi dem liggéey egga seen liggéey kaay on time su ñëw wàcc 4 o'clock you reverse the same thing nga ñëw da ngaa wax ba soona ñoom ñu ngi foofu noonu maa dégg Ismaila si di wax ne yéen xaleel ngeen man loolu daf ma métti woon démb nag the kid is out of his mind
roos nañ ko yow da nga mujjee ñëw da nga leeta ñëw waaye soo demee nga seetaan beneen vidéo bi fi ñu nekkoon noonu ku nekk yàkka na ko lu mel ni xeme so di nga kontaan pour woori
jërëjëf thank you very much guys
thank you yeah thank you ñu tëj
jërëjëf
mun a dem liggéey tuuti yeah Hadi continue dem because time bi mu ñoo xoj bu baax a baax I have some stuff that I need to get done waaye yeah ñu wax gaay yëpp jërëjëf ma bàyyi la yow nga tëj rek ñu dem
ñu ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa saa yu ñëwee Facebook ngeen ñëw toppa suñ nekkee TikTok tamit ngeen ñëw comme niñ ko waxee rek Juga mu ne Facebook pour ñun la magi soo léegi yéen magi dinañ ñëw di leen mosal tuuti waaw waaye TikTok dañ fa dee nekk Monday ba Tuesday Friday Saturday Sunday ñu noppaleku so waaye comme ñun magi léegi su dee once a month la sax su dara xewee dinañ
ñu gis waaw
exactly dinañ ñëw because du ñëpp am TikTok magi ñu dee follow digala da ngeen ñu dee wax ne ñëw leen Facebook wi noo ne ñu bari amuñ TikTok mag yu bari yu ñoo seetaan so ñu ngi leen a jaajëfaral waaye yéen tam mag yi ubbi leen rek Facebook bu leen TikTok bu leen fa def seen tur waaw su ko defee ngeen ñoo follow foofu leen like nii du leen seen real tur wala dara di ngeen a dugase rek ngeen ñoo seetaan waaye nañ bugg di fi ñëw jërë leen jëf ñu ngeen nuyu ñëpp ñi nga xam ne ñu ñoo seetaan di ñu follow yéen nag yi nañu may doon